Okay then. Hello everyone and welcome to my Sakura Spirit review. Now forewarning before I'm going into this, this is based off my opinions. I mean, you may have a different opinion and I'm not gonna give it a number. Like, for sake of argument, I'm not gonna give it a 9 out of 10, 1 out of 10. I'm just gonna leave the numbers out of this. I'm just gonna say what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it. I'm not going to say hate or loved because they're too strong. Now, before going into it, if you haven't played, then again, I can't really suggest playing it, can I? Because I don't really want you to waste your money. Well, it's only £6, and perfectly honest, it's worth the amount of money. Yeah, I got it cheaper. It was £4 at the time, but still £6. Anyway, Sakura Spirit. Now you should know what you're getting yourself into before you even buy the visual novel. If you're planning on to, on Steam on the side, it says has the tags. So for this case, visual novel, anime, thinking out kawaii. Kawaii. It also has Fanservice, so you should know what you're getting yourself into before you even buy the thing. So yeah, for the type of visual, well, I can't really call it a visual novel, but I'm just gonna dub it as it is a fan service novel. So yeah, it's not the traditional type of visual novel. It wasn't a predictable side where you have an array of girls or boys or both to choose from. You get to know the character and you're like, oh, I like this person's personality, I'll romance her. It does give you that notion as you go through it, because you spend a certain amount of time with Michiko and Meiko, the Kitsune, and then you spend a certain amount of time with Miyu and Narumi, getting to know their different personalities, their backgrounds, what they're like, and and how they react to you on first meeting basis. Although I will admit the first meeting for both of the girls were interesting to say the least. So yeah, I might as well give a little bit of background from the game without going into too many spoilers. You play as rising judo star Takahiro. I don't know his first name. I do know his first name. I just can't pronounce it for the life of me. I do apologise. Oh god, that was I've gone crazy. And he has an upcoming judo match in 2 weeks. I would make or break his career to become a judo champion and make it as I don't think it mentioned Olympic sport, but something along those lines, to go into a career for it. And he has anxiety, well, not anxieties, but worry for the upcoming match. He's a little bit nervous, and he's like, oh, how do I need help. And he goes to his friend, I don't know his name, he's not really memorable, but yeah, he has some incestuous thoughts for his sister. You could tell with the face. I think it was Ichi something. Let's just call it Ichi. And he's asking your sister went to a shrine for good luck. Where is it? And he didn't know. So he goes to his judo friend senpai, and she draws up a map for him and go to the shrine, and he's just he doesn't believe in the religious aspect or anything like luck. He believes in raw talent. And yeah, oh god, I've just delved into the story slightly. I'm not good with reviews, but yeah. And yeah, but this isn't really spoilerish. I'm not going to say names, but I'm just going to say how you get to the world. Fair enough, yeah, I'll do that. And when he goes to the shrine, a voice calls out to him, and he's just like, oh, what's this? And then after hearing that his outward thoughts of not believing in luck and religion and all that, not too strongly, and I'm not going to say the gender, sends him to another world or back in time. I thought it was another world, but I had started out the back in time part towards the end after what he said. Anyway, so yeah, a little bit of background for the game, for the beginning. Yeah, the fan service was appreciated. Now, before it's not over the top fan service. To a certain degree, it's not really over the top, but surprising. I mean, like, I didn't expect something like that to happen because they don't seem the type to do something like that. Well, for Machiko, I did, but it wasn't out of lustrous desires. It was out of magical procedures, warming up the body. Yeah. Yeah, it's not over the top. It's done to a certain level, I suppose, where it's in a safe zone, but at the same time it's at a oh my god, I want that to hold this body. But with the chocolate scene, yeah, I wanted to do a lot more. Not gonna lie. The story aspect to it, though, it helped boosted it up for me. I mean, like, with the fan service, I expected going in, like I said, to it being over the top, but no, it was complemented with the story and the individual personas and individual personas of the characters, and yeah, it was very comical in most cases, but I enjoyed the backstory mostly for Narumi because. Yeah, because I had a funny feeling that between the two characters, Narumi and Machiko, those two were the major fan service characters. Reasoning is pretty simple: big breasts. But yeah, I liked it that there was given some backstory and connections to them. Now that being said, the story was good. It wasn't that much an array of choices. In fact, there was only one, and it doesn't really change or affect the ending, and only affects the festival scene. And personally, I'd go to see the guards for a first try. I mean, for me, I went to go back to the Kitsune, and yeah, out of the festival scenes, the difference is going back to the guards was well, why am I being subtle? Going back to Narumi and Mio was actually quite a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, with the story and the choices, for a 6-hour visual novel, I expected a lot more than that, but well, a lot more choices considering the time, because I surprised myself when I checked on Steam, because I was like, maybe it was 3 hours, but no, 6 hours. That maybe because of my slow reading, which is possible. It made different. Yeah, a lot of the scenes were copied and pasted, and especially with one character, the I'm not going to say antagonist, but yeah, a lot of missed opportunities with the slime girl. I thought that her sisters were a prospect of her being, like the different colors were a representation of her emotions, and the reason why she did it was, why I thought she did it was because she was alone. And the way the story was going, I had that funny feeling, but no, they were individual people, but yeah, they were sisters, so it's a shame that it didn't go into a little bit more detail for and flush that character out. What they also should have done was have the person that sent you there be the main antagonist if they were going to like a minor and a main. I was expecting her to be the puppet master, but no, I was wrong on that as well, which was a total shame. What else? yeah, it ended on a cliffhanger as well, which well, not really a cliffhanger. I suppose it had no definite cliffhanger. It didn't have any closure. It was going to be closure in a sense, but yeah, the ending. It went from like the story's just beginning. This is a prologue. I'm not wording for wording it. It's butchered beyond even my comprehension. So yeah, if it's going for Sakura Spirit 1 and Sakura Spirit 2, I hope will have the romance aspect, because this doesn't have any romance aspect, but there was a lot of hinting towards a romance. But yeah, lost a lot of missed opportunities, even though I liked the story and the artwork, amazing, and the fan service scenes. There was a lot of missed opportunities. So yeah, if you want to buy it, mainly for the fan service aspect, then yeah, go for it. If you want to buy it for the individual personalities of the characters as well as the fan service, then yeah, go for it. Do what you want, and it for 6 hours, and from what I paid for it, for me personally, it was worth it. But if fan service isn't your type of thing, then I suggest staying away from it. I mean, for fan service, I'm not too like, it's not my main thing. Like, oh, everything must be fan service. This is well. And again, now I'm just thinking about Katara for a moment, but no, you can't really call that fan service. Nah, even with what happens. But yeah, I'm trailing off. Apologies. But yeah. If you want to buy it, then buy it. Go for it. Don't let other people's opinions sway you. But if I swayed you to buy it, then, and you were planning to buy it already, then yeah, go for it. Whatever. Yeah. That was my review. Poorly done, but let me know what you think. Yeah, I've got my eye on a few more visual novels, but they're not out. One is released in 2015, and the other is released this year in winter time. So yeah. But if I was going to give it a number, Sakura Spirit, for the sake of point and for the sake of points, then I would give it a for fan service, 10 out of 10, definitely. For story, 7 out of 10. Yeah, the reason why, but as the game as a whole, I would give it a 8.5 out of 10. The fan service does boost it up a bit, I am not gonna lie, but yeah. Yeah, now I'm rambling. Okay, that was my review. Let me know what you think in the comments. If it was poorly done, and fair enough, this was just a one-time thing for gaming. The manga, yeah, what makes up for that is my live reaction. So yeah, that was a review. Good day. Yeah, and keep on loving that fan service.